Hey, this is Eric at Archive Garage, and I wanted to review and talk about the options for our Stealth HD U-bolt flip kit, and talk a little bit about why you would want to do a U-bolt flip kit. So first, let's take a look at what comes stock on your Tacoma. So stock, you have the stock bump stop, and that sits down right over the center pin on your leaf pack. And then you have a square U-bolt that goes down with the threads downward. And then underneath the axle tube, you have this clamshell. And so this and the U-bolt threads hang below the axle. And of course, off-road, you really want as much ground clearance as you can get. So that's really the reason why you want to do a U-bolt flip kit. Another benefit to the U-bolt flip is that you can replace this rubber brick with something more appropriate, like our option 3, which is designed to actually start engaging sooner, not because it's hard, but because it's more progressive. This is more like a light switch. And if you're a Tacoma owner, you know how it feels when you hit these bump stops. So, all right, let's talk about the options, starting with option 1. So option 1 is going to be if you just buy this U-bolt plate. And there are other, let's say you want to fasten your own bump stop or something. You can just buy this. And then, so it's sold as a pair, as an entire kit. You get the 4 U-bolts that you need, and they're round. So this is how the ground clearance is achieved, because this goes underneath the axle tube, and then your threads point up through the plate. All right, and then of course we supply you with high quality nuts and washers. Okay, so that there would be option 1. Now our option 2 is very similar to our option 4 here, shown here, but it's without the bump stop. So sometimes our customers already own their own bump stop, say like for a Timbrin, which we don't offer, but we do offer option 2 so that you can mount to our low profile pedestal. You can bolt this down and then fasten your Timbrin or Wheeler Super Bump down to this plate. So that's option 2. Next is our option 3. Now this uses 100% archive design parts. Everything's made in USA. And so one of the benefits of option 3 is that it has that soft engagement, softer than the Wheeler Super Bump. Also, it doesn't have a center hole to hold the bump stop down, because we have this ring that fastens it down, and it's fastened with 2 3/8" bolts, which are very sturdy. And you compare that to another popular U-bolt flip on the market. They have these tiny little screws that go from the bottom, and you can't remove the bump stop without completely removing the U-bolt plate and disrupting your torque and everything. So that's one great benefit to this arrangement here. It doesn't fill with water, and there's no bonded plate inside to delaminate. So it's a very durable. We feel this is the best Tacoma U-bolt flip kit on the market. All right, so then we'll just review again. Option 4 is very similar, except it incorporates the Wheeler Super Bump. And again, it's on our low profile pedestal. So by using our pedestal, you can save about 3/4 inches of height versus other brands who use this bump stop. And that is critical on the Tacoma, because it has very little bump travel. The distance between where the bump stop is, this guy, where this comes up and hits the frame, it's about that much stock, right? So you don't want to put your bump stops too tall, because then it ruins your bump travel, which again, the Tacoma is already lacking, so it's a very critical thing. Option 4. Next, for the guys running air bumps, we have redesigned our plate to have this raised air bump plate. So, and it has a countersunk screw here so that you have a flat area to land your U-bolt or your air bump on. All right, and so part of that is that helps get clearance to the nuts. So we are, as far as I know, the only manufacturer offering this, and so this is the way that you can get a U-bolt flip kit and run it with your hydraulic or air bump steps. All right, that's pretty much it. It's a very simple kit. We generally keep them boxed and in stock and ready to ship. So they're here and available, and we appreciate your support. Thank you.